I'm so glad you guys could join me for another story time. I don't know about you, but I love to explore and learn and being able to go and visit new places and meet exciting new people. But visiting new places could be a little scary for someone a little girl met on her way to visit her grandmother's house. On her way to visit her grandmother's house. Here's a story of Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there lived a girl named Paulina. Now, everywhere Paulina went, she wore a red cape, so everyone just called her Little Red Riding Hood.
Thankfully, I don't have any green boots, or they'd call me Little Green Boot Shoes. Yes.
Yes. Well, Little Red Riding Hood lived in a cottage at the end of a large forest. She loved her grandmother very much and would go visit her all the time.
Of course. Grandma makes the best cookies ever, and pancakes, and pie, and cake. Man, now I'm hungry.
One day, Little Red Riding Hood was playing Roblox when her mother came to find her and asked if she would take some Pepto-Bismol and ginger ale to her grandmother because she had eaten some sushi that wasn't settling very well.
Poor Grandma. See, this is why I don't eat sushi.
So, Little Red got a basket from the kitchen and filled it with crackers and ginger ale and Pepto-Bismol and other essentials.
Yes, like the latest Hot Rod magazine.
What?
Grandma likes muscle cars.
Right. After filling the basket with the essentials, Red headed out into the path she knew very well because she visited her grandmother almost every day. Unfortunately, she was walking alone and she found that a tree had fallen on her normal path, blocking her way.
Oh man, now what? I have to get these things to Grandma and my normal way is blocked. How am I going to find a new way? Even GPS won't work out here in the woods.
At this time, coming along another path, there happened to be a big bad wolf.
Hey, I'm not a big bad wolf. I'm just a wolf. Henry J. Wolf, to be precise. And in fact, I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my, well, I really need a big bad wolf for this story. Can you help me out? Please, just this once. It's for the kids.
Oh, all right. Just don't tell anyone, okay? I have a reputation after all.
Excellent. Thank you. As I was saying, along came a big bad wolf.
Grrr.
The big bad wolf saw Little Red and came over to talk to her.
Well, hello, young lady. How are you today?
Well, I'm trying to get to my grandmother's house, but this big tree has fallen and is blocking my path. I don't know what to do now.
The wolf, realizing that he could trick Little Red Riding Hood into a trap and eat her.
Eat her? I didn't sign up for anything like that. Vegetarian, remember?
It's just a story. Hang in there.
Yeesh, who writes this stuff?
As I was saying, the big bad wolf decided to trick Little Red Riding Hood into a trap.
Well, ordinarily, I would tell you there's a really easy way around this fallen tree, but apparently, I'm supposed to tell you that you will have to go back the way you came, where you find a path leading off to the right. Go down the path and you will find that it meets this one just on the other side of this tree, so you will be at your grandmother's house in no time.
Thanks. Grandma will be thrilled.
Little Red headed back to the way the big bad wolf had told her to go. While he simply walked around the tree in a little clear spot that he had noticed earlier, then he made his way to the only house in the middle of the woods, which just happened to belong to Little Red's grandmother.
Well, that's convenient.
Hush you.
Grrr.
The wolf made his way to grandmother's house before Little Red knocked on the door. As it turns out, Little Red had forgotten to tell Little Red's grandmother that she was sending Little Red over with some goodies. She had gone out to the store to get some for herself. Seeing that no one was home, the wolf went inside, dressed in one of grandmother's nightgowns, and waiting patiently for Little Red to arrive.
Yep, now I'm wearing an old lady's nightgown. Good grief.
Oh, just put it on already.
I'm going.
The big bad wolf had put on the grandmother's nightgown.
It smells like cookies. Great, now I'm hungry.
Little Red arrived and knocked on the front door.
Grandma, it's me, Little Red. Can I come in, please?
Yes, my dear, please come inside.
Little Red came inside and noticed that something was off with her grandmother.
A little off? Seriously. There's a wolf wearing my grandmother's clothes.
We're getting away from the story here, people.
Sorry, so, Grandma, you seem different today. My, what big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
My, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
My, what big teeth you have.
Do I have to say this?
Yes, it's part of the story.
The better to eat you with, my dear. Roar.
Ah! Oh no, the big bad wolf is going to eat me. Whatever shall I do?
What's all this noise about? I was only gone for a few minutes. Who is this, Red? And why is he in my pajamas?
He's the big bad wolf, Grandma. Don't you know the story? Remember, I get lost in the woods and he beats me to your house so he can gobble me up? But honestly, he's kind of a nice guy. He's a vegetarian too.
Well, isn't that sweet? I am really feeling a lot better now that I've gotten out and had a little fresh air. Why don't you two stick and we can play some Uno? I'll even make some cookies.
What do you say, Big Bad? Want to stay for cards and cookies?
That sounds delightful. I would like to change out of the pajamas if I may, though.
Yes, please.
Well, that's not exactly how the way I remember the story going. But if it still works, I suppose. Little Red, her grandmother, and the not-so-bad Big Bad Wolf spent all the afternoon together eating cookies and playing cards. And they all lived happy ever after. The end.